as the shadow of a rose and a mirror of silver, as the shadow of a rose in water pool. So was the rose the blue sign of the thousand spray of the tree. But the tree cried to the nightingale to press closer against the throne. Press closer, light nightingale, cried the tree. Of the day will come before the rose is finished. So the nightingale pressed closer against the throne, and louder with her song. For she sang of the vigor of passion in the soul of a man and might, and a delicate flows of pink came into the lids of the rose. Light flows in face of the rich room when he kissed the lips of the bride. But the tune had not yet reached her head, so the rose here remained with for only a nightingale heard blood kind crimson the hair of a rose. And the tree cried to the nightingale to press closer against the tower. Press closer like nightingale, cried the tree. Of the day will come before the rose finish. So the nightingale pressed closer against the tower, and the throne touched her hair, and a fierce pain of pain saw through her. Whether, where was the pain, and where great her soul, for she sang of the love that is perfect by death, of the Lord that is not in the tomb. And the morse rose become crimson like the rose of the storm sky. Crimson was the girl of petals, and crimson as a ruby was the hair. But the nightingale's voice grew fainter, and her light wings began to beat, and a fire came over her eyes. Fainter and fainter was the song, and she felt sometimes choking here in her throat. Then she gave one last burst of music. The white moon heard, and she followed the road and lingered on in the sky. The rose heard, and it trembled all over with ecstasy, and opened its petals to the cold morning air. Echo bore into her purple, covered in the hills, and woke the spilling shepherds from their dreams, and floated through the reeds of the river, and carried its mates to the sea. Look, look, cried the tree, the rose is finished now, but the nightingale might not answer, for she was lying dead in the long grass, with the thorn in her hair. And unknown, the student happened his window and looked. What a wonderful piece of luck! I cried. Here is a red rose. I had never seen any rose like in all my life. It's so beautiful that I'm sure it has a long light night and healing down I plucked. Then he put on his hat and ran up to the professor's house with the rose in his hand. The tower of the professor was sitting in their drawing, winding blue seal on a rail, and her life though was lying on her face. You said that you would dance with me if I brought you a red rose, cried Stan. Here is the red rose in all the world. You will wear it all night, next your hair, and as we dance together, it will tell you all I love you. But the girl flower, and I'm afraid it will not go with my dress. She answered and based the Cumberland's new beauty. It has seen my some real wells, and everybody knows that jewels cost far more than flowers. Well, upon my word, you are very ungrateful, said the student angrily. And they true, the rose ain't true. What it feel ain't got it, and a car wheel went over it. Ungrateful, said the girl. I tell you what, you're very right. And after all, what are you? Only a student. Why? I don't believe you have even good silver buckles to your shoes as the Cumberland's new has, and she'd good of from her child and went the house. What a city teen loved it, sighed the student as he walked away. It is no hall as useful I love you, for it does no prove anything, and it is always telling one of things that are now going to happen, and making of one believe things that are not true. In fact, it's quite impractical, and as in this age, to be practical is everything. I shall go back to philosophy and study metaphysics. So he returned to his room, a palette, a great dusty book, and began to read.